Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Mhm.
Let's Be Telepathy. We have a lot of friends joining us today, many non-speakers, and they have a lot to say. Melissa is going to be translating. I have no better way to say that, but she's our telepathic communicator. So, Melissa Jolly Graves, take it away.
Mhm.
All right, guys. So we were kind of pre-conversation, just all chilling out, but we have a lot of people that actually want to say something. And Monique, I'm gonna ask your I was just gonna say I'm gonna ask your son to come back because he's so
Mhm.
he's just like, I want to be on camera too. I want to tell the world. And then he comes right. Oh, you guys, they're just so magical, everyone. Emma here was talking and Shika was coming in. She says she has some words that she could say out loud, but she also is very good at telepathy and she felt the energy of everyone and wanted to give the world just a beautiful message. And so we decided, yeah, we're going to go ahead and make this a show now. So Emma, can you bring me back to what you were just saying before that? Okay, thank you. Um, she says, yes, I just really want the world to remember what a beautiful honor it is to have life, to be able to breathe, to be able to eat, sleep, feel pain, to experience outside in the wind in your hair, a connection with another human being, love, and everything is an opportunity to appreciate the things that are around us. So many people look at the world and they pass it by every day. They forget to appreciate the things that are in their life that are working for them and with them, such as even the computers and the phones that we are talking on right now. How many times have you think that? How many times have you appreciated it for being there as a resource to be on something like this meeting? We forget that every single thing in our life needs appreciation and needs validation that it's beautiful,
Mhm.
wonderful, and that it has its place here because this place is magical and beautiful. And it's the thoughts and the emotions that get stuck in your head that make it anything less. So if you want to de stress your day, if you want to find calm, just look at something. Look at something that brings you joy. Is it a color? Is it a shape? Is it around you? Maybe it's a smell. Maybe eat some food, but tap into your senses. Tap into your senses because when you have your senses, that's an appreciation that we should all enjoy. A spirit doesn't have that. It can't touch, feel, smell. It can't even hear in the way that we hear. Everything's distorted and it's in different frequencies. Enjoy the music.
Mhm.
Enjoy it all because life is about enjoyment. It's about connection. And I just wanted to let everyone know that no matter where you are in life, no matter where you are at this very single moment, even in the worst pain, you can find something within yourself or around you that you can be thankful for that can make you happy. Happiness is moments and choices that we make all the time. And if you're continuously looking for things to make you happy, you will continuously be a better person and things just won't bother you as much because a lot of the things that you're worried about and a lot of the things that you're going through, you wouldn't even care about if you were dying today. If you were told, she said, live your life like you were always told you have 5 hours to live. And when you do that, everything will have meaning.
Mhm.
Emma, that
Good.
was gorgeous.
Hooray.
Yeah. Hooray. That was awesome. Good job.
Wow.
That was the first time. That was amazing. I had no idea.
Gosh,
Thank you.
I just love her already. She's in our friend group now. Emma, come hang out in my head anytime, any day, any moment you ever want to. Louise is saying the same thing over there. I guess you how are you doing over there? I could just see you feeling her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Melissa, you're mute.
Oh no, sorry. That's probably why you guys weren't hearing.
Mhm.
She's muted here. Good thing she got me through the phone. Yeah, go ahead, Kendra. Come on and introduce and introduce yourself.
I'm Kendra. We live in Maryland. This is my son Braden. He's 16, nonverbal,
Yeah,
and he keeps pointing to your face and pointing and waving.
he's so excited. And Braden has a very important role in life right now. He's been helping us with a book that we've been writing. And he was kind of wanting to introduce himself, so it was kind of, let's see, you want to do that again, Braden?
Ready?
You want to talk to Melissa? Okay.
You win.
Oh. Yeah. Tell her what you want to say.
Hello.
Yeah.
I know he wanted to introduce it. That's why I'm sorry. I didn't know if he wanted to say something. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, friend. You're really excited about what Emma's having to say, huh? Yeah.
You're excited?
Can I speak for you?
Can she speak for you?
Or you want to speak through me? I should say that. You want to speak through me, not for you, because they're really trying to speak. Yes, I'm really excited to be here. It's been an interesting week for me energetically, and I'm hoping to hear the sounds that Emma has to say, because it is about love. It is about appreciating this world. Although life seems really hard for me at times, I really get excited about what I'm experiencing and what I'm going through. I am an open source for all, so I get to see all of the beauty in ways that you guys don't even get to. So I'm really excited about the fact that I have another friend and many other friends that can see life in the way that I can, because they see that she's explaining it on such a soul level where you feel that you can experience life so much that your soul feels it. And I absolutely love that. Yes, I've been working on a book, and I'm really excited to get my words out, because exactly what she was saying, I wanted to say, as I feel sometimes that the thoughts of other people, they creep in, and I don't understand why we have such little concerns. The little concerns don't mean very much, but people make it be a bigger deal. And I know that my friends were talking about that earlier today, is how people make little things such a big deal, and we need to just leave little things. And he's going to a conversation with Jennifer over here. And Jojo said today, Jojo said, yes, like, why do we keep making little things big? And he said, we just have moments. They're just moments sometimes. And people need to understand that not everything that we do, not everything that we do, anything more than just a moment. And to understand that, Braden's taking over again, but here's you guys are just going together, huh? So Braden says, yes, exactly that a lot of the time we're just living moment to moment. There's never really a future without the singular moment that is at the present time. The present is what changes things. So if you are happy in the present, you're going to be happy in the future. If you are thinking good thoughts about the present moment, you're going to have good times within the future. What really messes people up is that they worry too much about the future, and so they make it unsolidified, and they make it something that is going to be unbalanced. We don't know. When you're thinking even a thought within the present moment about what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes, and he's pointing to his parents and kind of a lot of other people. He said some people, he's even pointing to me. So he's calling everyone out. When you're in an emotional moment, then you tend to think that the future is going to be bad. When you start to feed that bad feeling, then the bad things start to take over you, because the bad now has a hold of you. But if we start to change the brain, and we start to think, and we start to appreciate, and we see that, hey, maybe that was just a thing that happened, and that it's not something that is us, that we have to carry, that we have to think about anymore than at that present time. And when we can do that, then we have a clean slate for everything. So Braden has been working with us with sonar energy, and he's writing a chapter about the sonar energy. He almost wants to say his name. Like he's trying to say, like physically say his name. He says, I want to say my name.
Brady.
You say Braden?
Brady?
No, wala pa. Hindi natin.
Say Brady?
Braden.
I guess that's why when I said introduce yourself, he's like, I want to say my name. He's really wanting to say it. You can do it. Should we all anyone who can give that energy to him, give him that energy to help him focus, because he's so excited to say his own name out loud right now.
Well, I'll mention one thing with Adriana. We would wish she would come in here because I would say ADRIA. Braden or
Hey, Braden.
Brady?
Braden.
I love her face. You got the blue ball.
Oh,
You guys remember talking about the blue ball? I don't even think that. Sophia, can you unmute? Do you even? Sophia, who do
This
you
is my
have?
daughter, Isla.
Have you listened to the past Let's Be Telepathies ever?
Yeah. Yes.
Were you
Yes.
aware
I
of the
remember
blue
that.
ball that they talked
Yes.
about?
Yes, I remember.
She's showing that to Calm. Hi, beautiful. You want to speak too? Oh, she's ancient, though. I shouldn't talk to her like that, huh? She says, yes,
Okay.
come to this world to just have fun. Not everything needs to be taken as serious as it needs to be. I love spontaneity. I love it when energies are going and the energy is she says when anything isn't working, do something silly, do something spontaneous, do something to change the energy, but you don't have to react in a bad way. And oh, wow, okay, I like this. So we've been talking about ways to kind of overtake when there's been some bad moods going on with some of our people and they have the body attacks or they feel like something's in them. And she said, just be silly. Don't be angry, be silly. And that will throw them off. If they're having a body attack, if they're going through something, be silly, be spontaneous, and just be fun. Sometimes it's easier to be angry, but what if you just started jumping up and down? What if you just started playing? What if you just started saying, hey, it's a fun world? Because that would throw the demons off. That would throw the bad energy off. Bad energy can't have fun. And so it'd want to be out if you were trying to have fun. Has anyone ever tried that? She says. I don't know if they have, because usually when people have, she's showing body reactions where they're self-hurting or other people or they're hurting other people. She said a lot of times is to protect or to aggress back or to calm the situation. And she said throw them off and be silly.
Oh,
Agree? Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense because every time older brother has a hard time and he does do a little like punching of his face, she wants to come in the room and kind of lighten the mood every time. Yeah. And she's like our bundle of joy. Just everything is fun. Yeah. Everything's fun. Everything's cool.
Yeah. Well, that's so good. And
Happy.
I'm going to have to put that on or let the other parents know that, because I mean, we were literally talking about that earlier today. What happens when their body gets hijacked? What's a way that we can get out? And a lot of times it goes to panic and anger. And
Mhm.
she's saying, don't go to panic and anger.
Yeah.
Go to silliness. And the evil won't want to be there. You'll just get it out and you'll bring us back into a place where we want to have fun and
Mhm.
engage.
That makes so much sense.
Because
I
no
love.
one wants to
Thank
miss
you.
having fun, right? So have
Yeah.
a party. Instead, if something's hurting them or something's bothering them, turn on music and just start dancing.
Mhm.
It'll throw them off. That's amazing. Well, there you go, Jennifer. Try that one, and
Thank you.
we'll see if that's gonna work for them. That's what they're saying. All right. Well, what are you trying to say over there? They're just honing in on you. So I had to ask you to unmute.
I've been watching for a while. Yeah, I feel that like listening to the telepathy tapes brought up a lot for me. I am neurodiverse. I didn't get diagnosed until I was working in the NHS. And but yeah, through my life was growing up as a untrained, not knowing, clairsentient and empath, and I just remember being sat in school when, being told I was daydreaming all over my reports and stuff, that I would just have like windows appear and I could go into something that had been said and just go off into whatever that was, and then another window would appear, and there'd be all these different windows, but then I'd then also be able to connect everything. And I tapped into that style of thinking when I was working in their mental health trust as an employment advisor and supporting people with their workplace issues and their, how their, whatever it was, disability wise, how that was affecting them in work and their life and all that sort of thing, and helping to really problem solve. But it just got so toxic, even working in the mental health trust. And a lot of jobs that I've had have been with like people with problems and issues. But in the background of everything, it's just like, why can people not love and care about each other more? And life can be very difficult all the time, seeing everything going on and how people treat each other, and certainly with coming from their empath and clairsentient side, as a kid and teenager and all that, young adult, I shut a lot of that off. Now I can use that in my work, but it's still managing that. And there's times where I've been told, well, why are you so happy? What have you got to be happy for? When there's so much going on around, or I've got like really complex or not very nice things going on in my life. But like some of the others that have been saying this evening already, or it is evening here, that there is so much beauty in the small things and within their mindfulness and meditations and that we work on. It's seeing that, and it breaks my heart seeing the sadness, but it also breaks my heart in a beautiful way, all this amazing work that you're doing to bring the voice to these beautiful and wise people that are in touch with the ancestors and in touch with everything as how it is. And I'll shut up now because it just blows my mind. It makes me cry a lot. It needs to come out. So thank you for everyone that's sharing and helping this happen. The world needs to hear this so much.
No, Emma's chiming in over here, just saying, I love you, and I'm going to give you a big hug. And she's trying to give that to you. So maybe that's what you're feeling too, because she's kind of been helping put energy to you. And that's why I was saying when she was talking, she was putting that energy on kind of everyone. Braden, you want to talk to your dad? Yes, I know. You're so excited. Dad, can you unmute? Sorry, guys, we're just waiting for him to mute here.
There we go.
There we go. I know Braden is really excited. Now he's gonna kind of take this off to a personal level right now because he's like, I got dad here and I want to say something and I've had to say something for so long. And I'm just so excited to say it. Sorry, I have to interrupt this, but I just wanted to tell my dad that I think he's a hero. He is so loving and so kind and so understanding to me. And I want you to know, Dad, that I feel you connecting to me. And I feel that you are trying harder than any dad out there, he says, and no offense to any other dad, for me. And I just wanted to say how much I love and I appreciate you in this world. And I'm trying to do my best to help you heal from, he says, kind of like abandonment or maybe neglect, but separation and family is what he is pointing to, that there's separation in family. And he says, and I just want to fill all of that love for you, Dad. And I don't want you to think that you need anyone else but me and who we have in our house, because you guys are what's important to me. And I just wanted to let you all know I'm so sorry for what I do, and I'm so sorry that I can't control things. But why things come after you is because I love you so much. And they know that if they take you out, that they'll take me out. And so that's why I sometimes go after you. But it's not me that goes after you, it's something else. But I just really, while I had you here, just really wanted to say I love you. I love you so much. And thank you for
Love you
loving
too, bud.
me.
Love you too, buddy. Does Daddy love you? Yeah. Can I get a kiss? Aw. Love you, bud.
And he's like, okay, you guys
Okay.
can go back to talking about what you guys were. I just had to say that. No,
Thank
very
you.
nice. Kelly, go ahead.
Thank you.
Can you say thank you, bud? He waved.
He does.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I was Melissa. I don't know if you got a chance to see Jackson yet. He's
I did see him there.
oh you
Giving
did
you
see
all
him.
the
Okay, I
love
was,
and hugging you. Like,
yeah.
hello, I want to talk too. And you feel the love in the room? We're all here.
I told him that I talked to Noah earlier, and he got a big smile and he hugged me. So I think that hug was probably actually for Noah. Um, I just was curious if he had anything to say today, and then right now my husband is rewrapping his hands with protective padding because he's been punching his fists together a lot and they're swollen. And we like every time we fix one self-injurious behavior, when that extinct, it's something else. And so I'm really crafty. I'm like a MacGyver mom, and I fabricate all sorts of clothing and equipment. And but like the better thing would be for us like to understand like why he's doing what he's doing, or like how we can help him, or maybe we're not supposed to help him. Maybe I'm just supposed to be a MacGyver mom and just keep protecting his physical body. Just I feel at a loss. But he's happy. Like he came home, you saw him, he's happy, but then he'll punch his hands together. Yeah. I'm just curious if he had anything to say.
Sorry, I slipped boba into my mouth. I gave myself a little treat today. Well, there's a few things going on because he does have things coming into his body. He has things that, and too much energy. He's going through a lot of energy surges. I'm seeing like if you put and this is strange because I'm like, wouldn't that kind of hurt? But this is what I'm seeing him say. Peppermint on cotton balls will help. He's getting a lot of energy that he doesn't know what to do with, and it's all coming in all at once. This is a sort of recreationing of light. Where did Noah go? Okay, Noah's here. Okay. Sorry, looking away from my computer, Noah. Noah, can you tap into him, please, and help me out? Yeah, okay. Mom, he'll use both of us for this one. Just so you know, I can start in, but it's okay. Well, while you unmute, he said, have you ever seen a wire that's plugged into a wall that maybe a dog or a cat or something had severed those wires, and now there is an electric shock that is continuously going out, and it is continuously a source of energy that is leaving, and so therefore it's always shocking. What he's doing is, one, he is fast tracking energies that are coming through him, and that there are several different things. It's chaotic all the time. The chaos is coming through him too much, so he needs something to stop the chaos, but he also needs something to stop the energy so that it can be held into himself. When he's going like this, it actually is a place where energy is making contact, but it's also sparking a lot of energy around him. So it is kind of like a mantis shrimp when they're allowing that bullet of energy to go out. It's just a resource for him to get that energy out. That's why he's never calming, because he is like a wire that is chopped and the energy is going all over the place. So to find something that is going to withhold and stop that, and he says wrap his hands with aluminum. I was asking, like, would like maybe Faraday gloves or something help? And he said cheap aluminum. You can try that tonight and see if that would work, but kind of wrap that around his hands. You can put gloves over there first, wrap aluminum.
Yeah. Brother.
Also, he wants the peppermint on him, the peppermint on his hands. The peppermint is doing something with that energy. Hey, bud.
Noah said, just feel and you'll know what to do.
Brother.
Well, as you can hear, he's telling us he wants to ride in the stroller. That means he wants to take a walk outside, and it's really nice here, 70 degrees.
Oh yeah, go do that. I mean, they love outside because they can expand so much energy out there. So yeah, but I don't know. Noah's saying the peppermint. And I don't know if you got the message in the message board that we were on, but he had said he wanted blue light and blue wave, not blue static.
I did.
Blue wave.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Okay. Maybe try that tonight, and then we're also going to be working. Yes, I know, Brandon. You Brandon's in on that group, and we were like, and we're also going to work on the sleep tonight. But he goes, but Brandon, I said, we'll work on the sleep in the group. And Brandon goes, yeah, but we're going to wake them up because we're entering their dreams. So how much are they really going to be sleeping? Because we've really been working on opening that entrance. So you parents can hear the children and opening that up through the dream. So that was funny. He's like, you could sleep, but we're going to keep you just awake enough to hear us. I love it. Sorry, Noah's getting back on and saying something too. And it would be good to cap his feet with it too. So if you have aluminum, wrap his feet and his hands.
Okay.
Let's see what that does. I'd be really interesting if you can get back or write in the board or write me or Noah or somebody. That'd be interesting feedback, because that might help for other people too.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. He's been so happy though these last couple of weeks, and just cuddly and lovey and happy. He just minor aggressions outwardly, but mostly self-injurious behavior. And so it can get pretty serious because he's only 8, but he's so strong. And he's been hospitalized a couple of times, so I do everything I can to keep his body safe from himself.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, let's see what that does. I know I was just talking to Jennifer about that too. And I said, since we've had the groups, we're kind of putting people together. I said it's been really interesting because of the fact that they've all been stabilizing each other. And so I've noticed within the group that there hasn't been as many outbreaks, and they're kind of sharing it. But I do also see when the outbreaks are happening that it's almost like condensed, just as like, boom, we can't hold it in anymore. And then some of the outbreaks are getting a little bit more aggressive when the aggression does come out, but it's getting a little bit further between everyone. I know Albert's here. He wanted to talk. I know Monique's not on the screen right now, but I also did want to share, and her son is probably going to come over. But he wanted to also explain, and maybe we can wait and go over to Albert, I guess. But her son wanted to kind of talk and share too. Albert, are you available? There he is. He wanted to work with Noah and had some questions with Noah. That's where mom's gonna have to come in right now. Okay. Albert, thank you for being here. I know you had questions. Sorry, it's been a hectic weekend, so we haven't been able to really talk to you here. And thanks for coming in. Let me know. Ask your questions. How about that? We'll just
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel kind of like an intruder. I don't have a child with, let's say these special gifts really,
you don't need
or
them.
anything. And
You're here for the whole.
I feel, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like such an intruder here. I don't, but this all came from like the telepathy tapes, and I was just very intrigued by the whole thing. And, yeah, I mean, uh, to give you a little background, like my wife has been going through some just like family issues where she's just had family members kind of pass away more recently, and I was just more curious. I was like, does the telepathy work through, like, I mean, almost like mediumship, can you talk to people that have passed away too? And how does that work?
Yeah, telepathy with ghosts, with spirits, with, I mean, really with anything, talking to anything outside your body without your voice is really telepathy. It comes in ways of feeling and stuff, but I know, and don't feel like you're in the wrong place. You're absolutely in the right place. We're here to help and to love everyone, to care for everyone. Not everyone who comes here has anybody, and some people don't even know non-speakers that come here. We're here for the whole. They're here for the whole. I mean, there's no separation. So I thank you for being here, and we invited you here. So I
Yeah.
know you're not in the wrong spot. But yeah, what specific questions did you have for Noah, or who specifically? He's showing like 6 different people around you. That's not even, so there's a few
Oh wow.
outside of your mom. So who to ask Noah where you want to go with that one. And I know mom's gonna have to help a little. I get really overwhelmed around ghosts, and Emma maybe can help, or Brandon can help and calm some of that energy.
Yeah, I mean, this,
I don't know.
so yeah, I guess I'm more, so this is my, I mean, it's probably more helpful if my wife is around, and I don't know if they'd be more like, whoever is around me would be more prevalent if my wife is around. But I really like, it's all really, I just want to help her, like, kind of grieve for her family members, and I'm not sure how much I should divulge, or like what, because it's kind of like, I don't know, um like what can I share, or what should I share regarding this?
You can
Well, actually,
literally
Noah typed. He said he can hear your wife's family members. So if you want to get on later with Noah, or tomorrow, one day, whatever, we could talk with him with Noah and just the letterboard. I can show you how it works with him. We've been doing this since what, 2020, I think 2021, something like that. So that's what Noah
Okay.
needs to do. I don't know if all the other kids do that yet. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that, but Hold on.
Yeah.
More messages, but
I know, no, I was gonna say Noah's ready to talk right now, and I can
yeah.
speak somewhat for him. Just when I get attached to the ghost energy, I can't shut it down like they can. And
Yeah.
so
Okay.
all of a sudden, once I start going ghost energy, I have 50 ghosts talking to me in my
Yeah.
room, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's my headspace. I'm okay with a lot of there she comes back. Okay.
Yeah.
But what so who do you want him to talk to, I guess, or what are you wanting to know? He can answer it now. He's fine with
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so part of this is like why I ask how much should I divulge is like how much, like, if I give a hint, like how much of it is, how, because like
Oh,
I want to prove this to my wife also. I want,
yeah.
like my wife's not here, right? So like I say, well, I brought this up. Well, yeah, they
Yeah.
cold read something, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, right?
For me, don't tell me anything. I don't want to know anything. So if Noah's connecting, he will give you a message. And actually, I'll just do that. And that way it can be just a one-line message you can share with your wife. And that way nobody has to know. And it's usually something obscure. So hold on.
Right.
He says, yes, very dear family sees her struggling with our passing. Feel for us in dreams. Really sure you will see us. So I don't know if your wife dreams, but usually when he says that, he's sure that those family members are going to show up. So whether you want to tell her or not, or wait and see if she has that dream. And a lot of
Yeah.
times Noah shows up in the dreams if she's connected with them, but even through you, she may be like, who's this young man that's in my dream, So I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, let us know. And then you can either, I'm Sharon Paget Smith on Facebook or Noah Smith. I can't remember. I remember you writing, so I don't know which account you were on, but either way, we can do a messenger video through that. So with your wife,
Okay.
sometime. Yeah.
there's like it's on the maternal side. This would be mother, grandmother that he's bringing through. And it's so funny because it's so random, but she's just coming through and says, sorry for pulling your hair so many times. So I don't know if that was just like, I try to get your hair so tight, but I just see it like, it wasn't in a mean way. It was actually like combing, or like when they combed or they pulled their hair, she had her hair so tight that it bothered her and gave her a headache. And
Oh,
and she really hated the way that like I said, it's maternal side, so this is mother, grandmother, but it was somebody in this life, and would just pull her hair so tight she'd have headaches all the time. And she's just I know it's so random, but it's something that she just noticed in death. Like, I was just actually really trying to make her look good and make her look pretty and proper. I didn't mean to pull her hair so much, but it must have been something. And she says that's what you're going to tell your wife to have her believe, is that
okay.
was being pulled so tight that she had a headache. That woman's coming through saying sorry for the separation. I was very stern. Try to keep you proper. Try to keep you in the lane. And I told you exactly what to do. And it seemed a lot of the times like I was yelling at you, or like I was telling you that you weren't a good person, but I was trying to make you a good person in that time. So I used my sternness as diligence to make sure that you were the proper person that you can be, and that you didn't fall short of what I knew you could be. When you fell short, I told you, but that didn't mean I loved you. It means that I loved you more. It meant that I cared more, and it meant that I did. But now over here, I see that you saw that as I didn't love you, as I didn't care, as we didn't have a connection, because the way that you wanted to connect was through, this is funny, but it's kind of like She says the magical family where the family just gets along and everybody loves each other and everybody's good. She's like, that's not the way it works. The way that you raise a good child is to keep them in the lines and make sure that they know what to do. But tell her I love her. And I wish that I would have seen that softer side, because I see that right now I pulled her too tight and made her think that she had to be too proper, that she's seeing it in this life now. She's seeing that she is somebody who picks apart her perfection sometimes. And if she's not too perfect, she gets on her mind. And it's almost like an OCD thing that started happening, because like, I got to do it this way. I got to do it this way. I got to do it this way. And she's saying, relax, be imperfect and have fun. I should have taught you that too, because I never learned that in my life.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like her. That that sounds like her. So
So you can give that message. We got it on record. You could share that one. But if she needs to know, she says she'll know when she hears the message. She'll know who said that. But it's maternal side. So other, like I said, mother, grandmother, somebody, not I don't see great grandmother though. Could be.
okay.
But I don't see that. But she'll know. Whoever pulled her hair so tight and made her.
Okay. I'll tell her that and see. Yeah.
All right.
Is there anything on the paternal side?
Noah?
He said no. Well, now he's saying yes.
Okay.
Hold on. Laugh out loud.
I'm gonna say I didn't feel anything right away.
Yeah. Good. Really happy side. Fun side. So I guess the dad side's the fun side.
You know what's so funny? Eat more fish and go fishing more. I don't know what that means, but that's what I just heard. Eat more fish and go fishing more.
Eat more fish and go fishing more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but that's for you.
Yeah.
That's not for her. That's for you. So
Okay.
so whatever paternal side is actually coming in for you. It says eat more
Okay.
fish and go fishing more. Did you have a family member that you went fishing with or that loved fishing that you hated it?
My dad.
Okay. Because he wants to be in the boat with you.
Oh my gosh. I hated fishing.
He's that like that's the only thing he's coming to say. Eat more fish and go fishing more.
Oh my gosh.
So,
What validation.
My dad, so to give you a little background, I guess, from my dad on my side, he was an entertainer. He came from the Philippines. And he made a living as a Filipino coming to the United States as a piano player and a singer. And like he raised me. I went to college. Like he did all, and my mom also. But he passed away like over, 15 years ago. But yeah, I used to go with him fishing. So we go to Michigan City, Indiana, and drop my mom off at the outlets and then go fishing. And I'd just come along, but I'm like, I hate fishing. It's boring. And he's like, he'd love fishing. And all that. So he loves fish. So
if you could do that as a memorance, even if you don't like it, be like, today you can live vicariously through me. But I mean,
yeah,
he's coming
yeah.
through just like it is. That's funny that you said he was an entertainer too. And he has a comic side to him, but that's all.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he was a comic.
Say. He's like, you'll know the rest. You'll feel the rest. You'll know it, but eat more fish and go fishing. You'll enjoy life better. Sit back and relax. He says you're too wound up.
That sounds like him too. So
funny. Do you have anything else, Noah?
Yeah. You're faster. Go ahead. He's right. I'm too slow. I get the cliff notes. Go ahead. Oh, he's going to use me. He'll use both of us. Let's both go. Laugh out loud. Good to meet the family. Oh, especially the dad. Your dad, yeah.
There is an aunt. I don't know whose side it is, or if she wasn't an aunt and was just like a close friend to a mother, but she comes through for both of you. Like she was an aunt almost for both of you. or she sees both of you as equals or whatever. But she's coming through and she keeps putting a blanket over you guys. So I don't know if there was an actual blanket or something that an aunt had given one of you, but she's pointing to, and it could be a spiritual blanket that she's putting over you. And this is to bring comfort. So she'll like comfort, and I don't know what that is, but I'm not seeing, which is interesting. I'm not seeing like a physical line between you guys. So I don't know, like I said, if it was like a family friend or somebody, but somebody's coming to you. She looks like what would be an aunt energy or something that you would look to as an aunt. Don't know if it is an aunt, but presenting that. And she's just putting a blanket of comfort, saying that you guys need some comforting energy lately. And so she's bringing that to you guys. So I don't mean to get like too much into it, but I mean, I guess that's what we're here for, right? There's a little baby that she's putting a blanket around. Did you guys have a miscarriage, or was there a child that maybe was lost?
So we currently do not have any children. We talked about it.
Okay.
But,
I don't know what this is, but it's a baby that she's just wrapping around and saying, I'm taking care of the baby. So I don't know what that means, but she says she's taking care of it. So I don't know if that's going to be yours in the future, if it was somebody else or something, but maybe somebody in the family lost the baby. She's just putting the blanket now around the baby and saying that the baby is going to be comforted, or that she's taking care of the baby for now. I don't know what that means. All right, Monique, are you guys ready? I said, well, he'll come in when he's ready. And I said, we're going to talk to Albert until then. Sorry, Albert, I'm going to flip on over really fast here.
no worries. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Monique, can you come on and introduce yourselves?
Hi, this is Kody. He's Aaron's older brother. So Kody and Aaron are here. Cody's just recently had his 15th birthday. And he has a lot to say, usually.
Yeah, so
Kody kind of bothers me a little sometimes. You mind me saying that? Yeah.
Oh, he's starting in with Mom, I love you and thank you for being here. Thank you for listening and for caring for me so much. So perfect. Oh, that was so nice. Kody, do you want to tell the world what you were saying before? Because it was a good idea. Maybe we can get some engineers and stuff to help you. Yeah? Okay. Hey everyone, hi, I'm Kody, and I just wanted to introduce myself to you, as I have been so excited to show the world my ideas and what I can do and what I can bring to it. I'm very attached to Tesla and to the energy that Nikola Tesla was able to do. And I noticed something in the world. I noticed that the world has become unbalanced mainly because of the energy that has been resourced into material items, into frequencies that rise above the lands. Maybe they really shouldn't rise above the lands. And I'm talking about the cell phone towers, the telephone towers, and all of the different electronical systems and wires that we have coming out of our earth. The energy isn't going into the right place, and it's disassembling the frequencies, it's disassembling the light patterns that are set forward. And I'm very concerned about what is happening as Earth is needing its resources back. So I am here to let you guys all know that there is a way, and I do have a plan, and I would like to set that forth in motion, as I have developed a piece of equipment, and it is brass. Brass, he's telling me now. He says brass energy needs to go back into the world. I would like to make these brass systems that have and he's not quite saying exactly what's inside, and he'll say it later, and with whoever is able to manufacturer make this, but he says it is a brass outside composed of different minerals and different things that are natural that the world would normally use. And I want to insert that into the world as the soil has changed. It doesn't hold the same frequency. It doesn't hold the same amount of atoms and energy that it used to. And I'm talking even protons and electrons. I'm talking specific spots within the world. They have not he's doing this again. They have not been brought forward enough to. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. He's changing. That's weird. He's speaking a different accent a little now. Yes, what I want to make is going to be something that is natural substances that have to be changed in an unnatural way. And what I want to do is I want to formulate and come up with this thing that is just a stick, and it's about a 3-foot stick that can go into anybody's yard and into any place of business, and it can stop frequencies from coming. It's more potent than a Faraday cage because it puts the frequencies that we have taken out of the earth and the energies that we have taken out of the earth, and it allows it to go back. It is not like copper. It is not like something that is going to be conductive energy that is going to be pulling energy from the earth. Instead, it is going to be something that is going to be putting the frequencies that are running rapid. And here comes his brother, Alan, like the bees that are messing with the bees and the frequencies and everything that is moving within the frequencies and the animals and everything. Everything has gone off. Can you guys look at the migration and see that the migration is so different than what it used to be? And that's because of the different light patterns and the different energies and the different frequencies and the vibrations that are setting forth into our world. It is turning different. And so me and my brother are trying to come up with a way to take out the extra chaos and the extra energy that is put into the air that is not meant to be there. And it is things, and goodness gracious, is Milo here still? Where's Beck? Well, they left, but Milo's in, and he's talking about, yes, the EMF and the heart frequencies that are going all around and that are overtaking our brains and giving us headaches. Many of us don't even understand the sickness is because of the electronics and the technology that we have out. Now we're going back to Kody. And Kody said, yes, all of those things that they're talking about, I'm going to go and fix. And we are going to do this. And we are going to set forth a thing that is going to be putting our energies and our frequencies back to harmonization. It needs to be recoded. The earth needs to be recoded because it was set out of very specific code in the beginning. And humanity has changed it. You have allowed things, and not only humanity, things are not human, and things that have energy sources that are able to come into our universe that are even not of this world. We need to reclose this world, and we need to trap it again as our central field is broken. If you think about a colander that you take noodles out of, or like you put noodles in and you try to get the water. If you were to break part of that colander and you were to make a hole in that, the noodles would get through. That's what's happened to our world, is that we've implemented different frequencies that do not resonate with this universe, but are natural to the universe, but unnatural in the way that they were pushed together and formed together and forced to calculate and to make a new mathematical equation that is, oh wow, it was not an original equation of the world, but has been set forth because of the way that the numbers work and the way that the letters can combine together. They can make something different, like algebra. And that is what has happened. We have had new things implemented within our world that we need to shut back out. But it starts with the soil and it starts with the ground. And once we formulate and put that energy back to earth, then we will be able to reset our force field and to have our energies and only our energies within it. That is the big picture is the big thing that we are to do. And that is what a lot of us are here to do. Some are working in the humans world. I want to focus on the earth. And I would like to know if anybody would like to work with me, as I will tell you the exact equation and the exact resources that you will need to have to set for this. But please make it for my yard also, as I would like it to keep myself and everybody around me safe. Monique, was he talking tonight?
Thank you. I was getting a few headbutts. It's like, oh, come on. So yeah, I've got to catch up. But yeah.
He goes
Interestingly,
far.
when you mentioned about numbers, because when we were first spelling, he was doing these incredible maths. You know, in the end, I was just going to every page and just asking this difficult question on each page and just moving on. Yeah, I suppose the opportunity will be manifested for him to be working with the right person, you know, and we'll make sure that he's available when that time comes. I know that what's his name? Bashar works with scientists who's basically Lee Carroll channels Bashar, and Bashar makes it and he helps scientists apparently. So I expect it could be something like that maybe Kody would be able to help with when the right guys that are working on that kind of thing come along. So we'll keep our eyes and ears out.
Yeah, he definitely wants like an engineer. I mean, I could even maybe sit and channel with him exactly what that is, so that I could come the mathematical equations that he was coming up with. So I don't know. It was just so much. What's up, Noah? You okay? You feeling someone else's sadness? Who's sad here? What does he have to say, Mom?
What you got?
Sorry, that one gave me such a headache. I'm shut. My brain shut down for a while. It doesn't do numbers in the way that he was giving numbers. I'm almost like, well, this feels safe now.
He says, love the all that are speaking and want to help others. Connections being made. Yeah, XOXO. Yeah.
Awesome. We got so much work to do. I mean, these guys are just geniuses. I mean, and this is what we want, is we want to show the world what geniuses they are. I mean, if they could be working with scientists, if they could be working with, philosophers and everything, I mean, the amount of information that we would find out, we would, it'd be so beneficial.
We're still on. Come here. Come here. Okay. Cranky.
Does anyone else have anything pertinent to say or any questions? Otherwise, I think I might end it. No offense. That might be enough of telepathy right now for me. But if you guys have anything, and that's no offense to you guys, when he was like, whoa, and that was like college, like past college level algorithms that my brain just got like, woo. I feel the gangly eye opening up my brain right now as he just grew something else in my head.
Melissa,
Yeah.
really quick, whatever happened to a while back, there was a dark force or a man that was attacking a young woman. And I think one of our young adults, was it Emma? And I think
Elsa.
Elsa. And she was very
real.
sensitive.
Yes, he was
So
real.
what happened to that? Oh,
he was real. We found him. He's in jail. He raped 14 girls.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we ended up finding him.
Well, that's good.
And then once we found him, and there was another guy after that too. There was two guys after that, that ended up, they were sex trafficking children, and she found them too. Noah helped
Wow.
with Carl. If he didn't help, oh my gosh, she was very stuck. And Noah just came out of nowhere one day, and he's like, "You're spelling his name wrong," because she kept spelling his name and spelling. And I'm like, that the name that I'm hearing isn't spelled that way, but she seemed adamant about it. But she was
Mhm, mhm.
spelling Carl with a C, and Noah was saying, and Noah just came and he goes, "We've been doing it wrong. His name is with a K. So go
Carl
ahead
with a
and
K.
check up Carl Anderson here." And it was exactly, I mean, we found him,
Oh.
and the newspaper, because she kept saying he's so evil, so evil. The
Mhm.
newspaper clipping actually said one of the most evil men caught, and he's in prison now.
Oh my gosh. Were
Yeah.
they able to find him because they helped identify him, or there was already an investigation, like police were already trying to, just find evidence type of thing? Do you know?
They say that they pushed it to happen. It
Mhm,
wasn't under investigation until it was put into
mhm.
motion, and then it was
I
put
see.
into motion.
I
Um,
see.
Carl was somebody who was under investigation. The other guys were
Mhm.
not being seen, but once they started calling them out and pushing that energy, I mean, I'm not going to say exactly
Wow.
what happened, but we'll just say
That's fine. They helped.
we may or may not make FBI tips sometimes. Yeah.
No, that's good. That's what I was just saying, like, that they provide information to FBI, but sometimes I don't trust the three-letter agencies, but
Yep.
I'll leave it at
Well,
that.
and they also can go in, like Elsa said, I told them, so
Mhm.
it's really interesting too, because they'll put out sensors so that they already start looking.
Right.
Yeah, she's been really good in catching people, really good in catching
Wow.
people.
Well,
So I
this,
mean,
oh, sorry.
and this is all the different avenues, right? So like we have your guys's group that is trying
Yeah.
to, like, how do we combat all of the body attacks? And then we have the other group that's like, what's going on? How do we explain the autism? And then we
Hmm.
have this other group that's like these criminal people that are like, well, we're gonna catch all the criminals, and we're gonna catch all the, so
Right.
I mean,
Right.
like I'm
Right.
saying, they're open resources. Why are we not using them with our police? Why are we not using them with FBI? Why are we not using them in the churches? Or, all these, they need to be in these places.
Right.
Well, there's
Right.
Milo. Milo, did you hear us talking about you back? I don't know. Milo came in and kind of spoke for a little bit there. Yeah, I mean, if people understood them and people allowed, telepathy to be a thing, and they even checked into it, like Dr. Powell and stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
if enough of them did it, I don't think that they could disprove it. I think that
Right.
they would prove so much.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah.
Melissa, I had another question. Like it was just so fascinating hearing you talk. Maybe it was Kody you were talking with the copper sticks and the algebra. It was like amazing. And I just wonder, like, I feel a little sad sometimes when I'm hearing you talk to these kids because I wonder why Jackson isn't having like these thoughts or sharing these thoughts. And is it something that I'm doing wrong or we're doing wrong as parents? Like, I'm assuming he has these, like, he has thoughts and more in there, but do you know what I mean? Like, is that a weird question to
working
ask?
with
Like, does he
me.
have thoughts?
Yeah, he's the one working with me. He was the one that was saying it was the prefrontal cortex and that we need to work with him. He's the whole reason that we're going to be working with these people with the essential oils and the body mapping and the aromatherapy. So he's very active and trying to make, I mean, he's an activist in that form. Maybe it's just because of the times that he's really actively talking. You weren't there,
Yeah.
He's absolutely, I mean, he was the one in the group that said it, I don't know who it was first. Milo. It was Milo first, I think. That said, Milo said it was in the amygdala. And then Jackson came in to say, yes, in the prefrontal cortex. So he came right in afterwards. And he's been the one working with me saying that we need to be looking at the prefrontal cortex and explaining to people exactly how that works in a different way that science hasn't explained it yet. And that is something that if we can work on helping with the prefront, I mean, I can talk to him now about that. He's like, sure, let's talk about it. If mom wants to hear the message, I can give her the message. I think she needs to hear it.
I just want to hear what's in his mind and like, you know, like how do I help him achieve his purpose here? You know, like how do I help him with his calling?
Yeah. Yep. You're already helping with the calling. That's why you showed up. That's why you already reached out. You followed your intuition. You followed your instincts. You already knew what you were needing to do. And that's why you're in this group right now. That's why we've had conversations before. And that's why I come to you with the comfort, because you already understand what you're doing is exactly what you need to be doing. I just need more resources to be doing what I need to be doing. But in talking about the autism and why we have the outbreaks, absolutely. I'm going to be one of the administrators that is going to be explaining to people in the whole world where autism is coming from and how to stop it. I want to be working with all the essential oils, and I want to be working with herbs even more, and they're in a little bit of shock therapy, but a little bit of shock therapy, because a little bit of shock therapy needs to be there. And I want to help people resource and to how to get their prefrontal cortex even going, because that's going to be one of the finite ways to get them to open up to their spirituality. And we need to be looking at that and nourishing that, supporting that a little bit more. And that is my purpose in life. My purpose in life is to work with the neuroscientists and the neuropsychologists so that we can help them understand the properties of the brain and how it's working, and learn how to bypass that and to change the coding within it so that we can actively be working on it. And I would absolutely love to explain a lot more to you, but I would have to teach you a little bit more about the brain. And this is something that I've been trying to come up with, and I've been trying to now his energy is getting to be a little bit too much. So I'm just going to calm him so he doesn't hurt himself, because I feel that buildup that's happening right now within him. We're going to calm it down a little bit. Yes, so I want to explain to the world how that's what he was doing. And is that we can, through different thoughts and different actions, different smells, different touches of the body, different shocks, be able to change the frequency right away so that we snap on. He says, I'm going to be the one to turn off the behaviors. I'm going to show you, and I am a genius. There's just a lot of ways that my energy is being exerted. And so sometimes you can't hear me because maybe you hear 5 different versions of me at once. And that's the confusion within your head, is that you do hear me, you do understand, but there's so many contradictory things that are happening right away that you start to question which one is real. They're all real, but they're all different characters, or they're all different energies that are coming through me at different times. He's showing like laying on the ground or something, or laying somewhere. It could be in his bed. He's just laying down. He says, when I lay down is when you see me the most. So maybe when he's laying down somewhere and he's kind of calm, looking in his eyes and just being with him in that moment, you might be able to hear him a little bit better. I mean, but he's one of our huge pioneers, and one that is going to be able to help with these behavioral issues.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end it now, if that's okay with everyone. But I don't know when we're going to meet again. Sharon and I will talk. We'll have 2 meetings this week. I know a lot of other people kind of want to get on. yeah, whoever talked about the mining so much, for sure, 100%, 100%. We mined way too much into this world and should not be doing as much. We don't need as many. I mean, the crystallization was for the world. And that is something that Kody was pointing at, is that we have resourced so much from the earth that we need to start putting back that energy. And so instead of coming up with things that are pulling up energy from the earth, putting something that pulls that energy back into earth, because there's so much through all these different, you know, and Alan's coming up again. I love that Kody just always shows up, or they're showing up every time we talk about them. They're like, yeah, we're not there until we're here. You can unmute there, Monique. But he was just pointing out that, you know, there's so much energies, and that's why we're getting trapped, and there's so many different things in the world right now of frequencies that are just everywhere that don't go anywhere. And so he says we need to have the reversal of that so that we can put that back in the ground. So we're be more powerful, and when we're more powerful, then all of the things living will also be as powerful, and we will all be able to receive the amount of information and healing that we have, even if it was a little bit, and just a few of us put that energy back or did that reversal, then we would all. He said even our food would be better if you put one of those sticks within your garden, and you imagine that you're feeding your garden with the right frequencies and the stuff that was of it. Imagine how the animal, he says, and that's how you're going to get back to the coded, gosh, he always does this with me, sorry. He said, we can genetically modify the seeds to get back to their original coding with this. If we put the stick into the ground, it would genetically code our seeds within our plants to go back to its original source, because we are feeding them the resource of that energy that they once had that was taken from them. So that's really interesting, and that would be interesting too.
Great. Yeah. That's what I say in forces. Agrees with himself. Yeah.
I love it when they're adding just their tones to the place too. So
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, they could be out the room and somebody will say something cute and I hear them giggle out there. It's quite funny.
I love it.
Aaron did that with me once, and that was one of the first inklings I ever had that there might be a connection there. And that was when I used to do biomed with them, help detox a little bit when they were a lot, just, you know, to make their lives a bit more easier. And I was just giving him, I think the homeopath said he was a little low on iron. I used to give him iron drops, and one day I was giving him the drops, and I thought, I can't remember whether I was supposed to give 15 drops or 12 drops and something like that. And I put 15 drops in, and from nowhere, a moth just came into the dish and died. And I thought that was weird. And I thought maybe it's the universe telling me it's too many. And at that moment, Aaron went, out of the room. It was really weird. And then when I took it to the homeopath and mentioned and said, like, I've been given it, and she said 12. And I'd actually changed it to 12. So yeah.
That's funny. I love it. Now, are you working on Dee over there? You're gonna work on her tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. See, Noah's working on you. He's gonna be doing energetic healing on you tonight, he says. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for your lovely messages, for your courage.
Tell him thank you. Sorry, I couldn't unmute.
Well, you can tell him thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't see him again. Thank you. Thank you for working on me. I really do need it.
Awesome. All right. Well, to anyone who's on the telepathic line, if you guys want to join us tonight, we are on a mission to help open up the telepathic lines between the families. You guys already know that. To the family members that are listening in, and to the non-family members, Noah's saying, and our friends. We're opening up our hearts, we're opening up our minds and our souls to you, to meet with you in your dreams. And I know we've all been kind of trying to build that bridge so that people can hear a little bit more, feel a little bit more. And again, thank you everyone for your messages. Thanks for your bravery, for all of you out there who is giving world advice and support, for even feeling us, for emotionally connecting. We love you all, and we thank you so much. You're the reason we do this. So thanks for giving us so much motivation, education, and reason to thrive.
Thank you. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Noah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Thank you,
We're all
everybody.
doing it together. We're all doing it, even if we're, not all together, we're doing it together. So
Mhm.
thank you,
Mhm.
everyone.
All
Much
right.
love.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.